Hello guys and girls, how's it going? Screezilla here, and continuing the grind. Oh, I'm going crazy slightly. I now have the ARL 44, the tank destroyer variant, the heavy tank, the 90mm variant of it. I'm gonna hold back judgment on it, but 5.7 feels a bit over-tiered for this tank. It's fast, and it has got okay frontal armor, but at 5.7, I think I said 5.5, 5.7, you're basically the equivalent of a Tiger H1 or a KV, sorry, an IS2. IS2 or a KV2? I can't remember. One of those ones. Basically, big, bloody, heavy tanks. A bit of lag spike there, sorry about that. So yeah, you're basically the French equivalent of a Tiger in the Minder Gaijin, and yeah, it doesn't really work out that well. The turret is just awful. The turret armor is just hopeless. You're not going to block shots with it. The hull is not bad. The depression's still good on this tank, and the speed is still good. It's quite a nippy tank for such a big tank. But the side armor is pretty terrible. I think it's 50mm at the side. It's flat, so you have got some good flat side plates to it. You can angle it a bit, but yeah, you're not that well off, really. This video isn't really about this tank. We'll get to that later, but my first real play in this thing, I wasn't that impressed, really. It's got quite a good punch to the gun. The penetration value, you know, you've got 180mm of penetration. You can go through the front of most things without any problem at all. But 5.7 feels a little bit high, maybe. Maybe at 5.5 it would feel a little bit better. I mean, you'd still be pretty much the same matchups, but yeah, in all honesty, it just feels a bit too... it doesn't feel strong enough. It's got a very good reload rate on the gun. Equivalent really is the Churchill, but it's got less armor than the Churchill as well. Frontally, as I said, that front Glacier's plate is good, but the rest of it's pretty below average, really. You've got a front plate of a heavy tank, and everything else is a medium to a light tank. So, you know, it's not that great, all in all. So, KV-1B there, of the German variety, I think it is, the pretty heavily armed German one. We go straight through his upper plate there, we take out his gun crew. Unfortunately, we can't get a follow-up shot on him. Yeah, you know, it's again the trouble with this fragmentation on this shell is, you know, you hit the turret, you take out the whole turret crew, but you can't really follow up with anything. Now, we do bounce a shot there, and there is a Hetzer. Now, this is going to come back later in the video, this Hetzer, but for now, we're facing it front on, and, you know, you'd think in this tank you'd have enough armor to stop it, and we do on the... Let's just jump out here and just show you on the actual front plate here, angled where we took that shot. You can see where that shot actually hit. Just in the center part of the plate there, cannot penetrate at all. We're absolutely fine. So, you know, in that respect, this tank's really good at this plate, but a bit of a poor shot there. I kind of missed the shot a little bit. But the problem lies in the turret. And as you see, the shell just goes straight through that. Went straight through our gun plate there without any issue. And the follow-up shot just through the turret, and we are dead. Yep. I wasn't that impressed with this tank all in all. So, I'm going to hop into the Super Sherman now. And let's see how well we do. Hopefully it'll go better. Now, we're holding A pretty well, but our team's starting to drop a little bit. We're losing players. It's been really weird today. I've been finding the German teams and the Russian teams are hopeless. Um, no offense to German and Russian players, but it just every time I've played a game with them, they've just been really hopeless. And it's not because there's a Panzer 4H there, and I sort of saw him out the corner of my eye, but I couldn't see where he went. So I sort of thought I'd go and have a hunt for him. But yeah, every game I've had with them, they've been really, really bad. Like, the players have been very bad. You know, early game they've had good pushes, and then late game they've lost terribly. And something I've noticed a lot today is that they've been really, really crap teams. I don't know what's going on there, but it's been an interesting thing to notice. Sorry, excuse me. So, we're back in the Super Sherman. I've almost got this thing spaded now. I'm actually working on Tier 4. I'm going to be getting the AMX 13 AAA vehicle next. That's my next unlock. Now, that's only a 4.7 battle rating, so that's going to be pretty good. And it's got the same gun as the flak truck, the big old truck, which is an autoloader, so it's pretty much continuous fire of a 40mm gun with 79mm of penetration. It's pretty devastating, and being on the AMX chassis, it's much smaller. Now, I could not see this Panzer at all in my game. I did not spot him whatsoever. He had some pretty good camouflage, I'd say, or he was in the building. I think he's just really well camouflaged, obviously. But he didn't spot me either, so he just happily sail on past by each other like ships in the night, because they're busy spawn camping. Yeah, spawn camping, always fun. And that's probably one of the funniest things about this game, actually, is the spawn camping aspect. So as you see, we've got 2 planes in the air and 3 planes in the air and 2 tanks on the ground. We've really not got much ground assistance, and the enemy team have currently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tanks on the ground. You can't win a game of ground forces without tanks. Well, very easily. Now, I'm the only tank left on the ground now, so A is going to start to be capped soon, I'm pretty sure. So it's going to be down to moi. So we've got many planes up in the air, but they're not doing much to the enemy team, really. There's not much happening. Yeah, so that's annoying. So around we go. I'm going to try and save this game. We'll see how we go. And oh, hey, a Sturmpanzer. Now I'm pretty sure he spots me, actually, because he stops and tries to do the old turnaround, but we catch him and we blow him to smithereens. First time I've actually blown an open-top vehicle up with one shot with this gun. I've been having terrible luck. The fragmentation rate is really, really bad, and it's really been suffering a lot, especially on open-top vehicles, like some of the flak trucks and stuff. It's taken 3 or 4 shots to kill them. And the machine gun, because it's only a 7.5mm machine gun, it's pretty hopeless. So it's made it pretty hard. Now, the Hetzer is over there. And we've got this Ostwind. Hello, Mr. Ostwind. Bye, Mr. Ostwind. So, nice shot through the back there, and let's cap this zone off. Now, I don't know where the Hetzer is at this time, of course, because the name tags don't appear. But I'm going to cap this zone and try and avoid the artillery. And it's looking pretty safe. Oh, hello, there's the Hetzer. Okay, Hetzer. Very good angle on the armour, can be quite hard to penetrate. So, trying to figure out my shot here, if I can get him over this concrete. I'm hoping he'll come around the corner, but he knows too well to do that. So, get a shot lined up at the side here that should penetrate. He moves back just as I fire, hit his gun mantlet. Oh, crap. Well, It was good knowing you all. He shoots. He only takes out my loader, I think it is. Gun mantlet saves me there. Now I'm going to try and get that lower plate. Fire and nothing. And I blow up my gun breech. Crap. Oh crap. This isn't good. Well, ramming speed. So, what do you do in this situation with a Hetzer, point blank range and no gun? Well, you ram it, don't you? This is what you have to do. Relaxative B, I really wish I knew what you were saying and thinking in this game, because I imagine it would have been bloody hilarious. So he's firing at me and he can't penetrate me at this angle. His gun's just sort of bouncing off the mantle at the top plate. And I'm getting underneath him here. My goal here, my thought process, was to try and roll him over. That was my idea here. But, well, I can't really get him over. I've sort of snookered myself here. Now, might be able to get it here. He's really up on an angle. No, he's going down again. Oh, try and get him up on that wall. I just can't get him over. But I can't let him go, because if I let him go, he's going to make mincemeat of me. So I have to try and repair. So what I've got to try and do is block him, get him stuck against the wall, pin him up against the wall with myself here, and then repair. And of course, when you're repairing, you can't move. So I'm really trying my best to just get wedged nice and deep in here. And now I start the repair process. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, it's an interesting tactic, as you can see. I was hoping maybe somebody could help me out here. I was blasting with my MG, so even just in a vain attempt to try and penetrate his lower plate, his under plate. But it wasn't really working. Now, as you see here, he is slipping down. So he's managing to slip down a little bit. My breech isn't fixed yet. Still trying. He rolls down, gets a shot blasted over the top of me. I'm so lucky there. If he got the shot there, I probably would have been dead. Repaired. Okay. Back up. He blasts too close, and I've got too much angle on him, so it just bounces straight off. Now I shoot, and his angle's too much. I can't penetrate him, so I go up and underneath him and shoot him from the belly. And yeah, that's how you deal with a Hetzer at point blank range, guys. Oh god, I just don't know. I really don't know. Now these guys have got four tanks. They've got a waffle trader, who is round the corner here. The Panzer IV and myself. I've got a Typhoon and an M4A1 who's being attacked by people that are spawn camping. There are too many people spawn camping, so I decide to run in here and hide, basically, and try and take anyone that's driving past. Now, the Hetzer has respawned. The Waffenträger is right next to me, actually. I didn't know where he was all game, and he was right behind me here, so luckily he couldn't get me. Spot the Panzer F2 here. We've got the cap. Now this, in all honesty, this team should win now because they've got more tanks. They've got every chance of winning. Bang! Straight into the back. Managed to take out his engine, his gunner, his loader, and his commander. He's done for now. And that's it. Nice work. Now where's this Waffenträger up to? The Waffenträger is still back here, and that is game. We actually end up winning here. I don't know how we won this game. In honesty, I'm going to put it down to my amazing efforts and heroic deeds in the M4A4 Super Sherman. Okay, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to actually submit that one to Thunder Show. Yeah, that was an interesting one. ARL 44, as I said, it's this armor here is just, it's not great. It's got some good bits, but this section here is just atrocious. And yeah, I can't see it being a great vehicle at 5.7. But I'll get back to you on that one after I've played it a bit more. Alright guys, have a lovely day, enjoy your grinding, and I'll see you next time. This is Screezler out. Bye bye.